Hello students, today we are going to study the topics atomic number, mass number, isotopes and isobars. Okay, so first let us start with atomic number and mass number. Okay, what is atomic number actually? Atomic number is represented by letter Z. Okay, so atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus of the atom. Okay, don't get confused in saying that yes, atomic number is the number of electrons present in the atom. No, it is equal to the protons present in the nucleus of the atom. And as the number of protons is equal to number of electrons, because atom is electrically neutral, we say that yes, sometimes yes, atomic number according to the electrons. But it is not right. Actually, the atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus of the atom. Okay, so for how we will be saying that, for example, you take carbon. What is the atomic number of carbon? So number of protons which is present in the nucleus of the carbon, and that if it is 6, we will be writing what? Z is equal to 6. So for carbon, if we say, okay, carbons, what is the atomic number of carbon? We will be saying the number of protons present in the nucleus of carbon. So number of protons is 6, so we will be writing Z is equal to 6. Okay, so now what is mass number actually? So mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons which is present in the nucleus of the atom, and that determines the mass number of that atom. So okay, so if we are calculating mass number of, suppose, carbon, okay, so carbon, if it is having 6 protons and 6 neutrons, so its mass number will become what? 6 plus 6, that is 12 atomic mass, unit or unified mass. Okay, so how we represent actually now the atom? Okay, if we want to represent in the form of symbol. Okay, so here the atom, suppose any letter I am taking X, we can take. Okay, above it what it is written? Mass number, and below it is written atomic number. For example, I have taken the example of nitrogen. You can see, what you can see, 14 is its what? Mass number, and 7 is its atomic number. Mass number is represented above and atomic number is represented below. Okay, from this you will get the numericals, okay, from this topic of mass number. Okay, now let us study what isotopes. Okay, what are isotopes? Isotopes are what? Elements having same atomic number but different atomic mass. How? Let us see with some examples. Like hydrogen, you can see we write what? Atomic mass, and then down we write atomic number. You can see here atomic mass of all these 3 hydrogen is different, 1, 2 and 3. So these are isotopes of hydrogen, but their atomic number is similar. Actually, the difference here in the atomic mass is due to the number of neutrons present in the nucleus of the atom. Okay, so as a result, what happens? Its mass changes. Okay, it is not due to the atomic number. Okay, because we are seeing this atomic number is similar. Okay, or the number of protons. Now, a second example I have taken of carbon. Okay, C12 or C14. Okay, mass with 12, and here carbon is having mass of 14, but atomic number, that is the number of proton, is similar. So difference is in the number of what? The neutrons. Okay, so if a question comes, let us see from here only. Like if I am saying a carbon, this element C12 and 6. Okay, if I say you to calculate, I say the atomic number of protons present in carbon in this case. Okay, you will write what? Number of protons is equal to how much? 6, isn't it? Is equal to 6, isn't it? And what is the number of neutrons? So for number of neutrons, what you will be doing? Mass number minus the atomic number, isn't it? Number of protons, isn't it? So it will become what? Mass number is 12, so minus the atomic number, it is 6. So what will be? It will be 6. So number of neutrons is equal to 6. Like that, if you want to calculate in this, how many number of protons are there? Or it is 6, isn't it? Number of neutron, 14 minus 6 you will be doing, and you will be getting 8. So in this case 8 neutrons are present, and in this case 6 neutrons are present. Okay, so that is the difference, and because of that the isotopes has been created. Okay, another example you can see of what chlorine. Okay, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. Okay, atomic number is similar, that is 17. Okay, so in these cases can we take what mass we can take, 35 or 37? It becomes confusing, isn't it? So we take out the average atomic mass. So how do we take out the average atomic mass? Suppose this chlorine 35 and 37 we are taking. Okay, if we are taking in 4 parts, 3 parts, how many, this Cl35, chlorine 35 is present, and only 1 part chlorine 37 is present. We can write the ratio 3:1. Okay, and when we are converting it into what? 100%. Okay, so if we are converting it into 100%, so it becomes what? 3 upon 4, 3/4 is what? This Cl35, and 1/4 is only Cl37. So 3/4 we can write what? 75%. 1/4 we can write 25%, isn't it? So now we can calculate it now actually. See, atomic mass of this chlorine 35 into how much it is present, 75 upon 100 in order to write percentage. Okay, and then in case of this chlorine, it is how much, 37 into how much, 25 upon 100. Okay, when you will solve it, you will get the average atomic mass of this chlorine, and that is 35.5 unified mass. Okay, so this is how we take out the average atomic mass of the isotopes. See, sometimes what happens, the average atomic mass is written as fractional atomic mass. Okay, but that is not true that yes, we will be saying that one chlorine is having a fractional atomic mass and the other is having fraction atomic mass in fraction. Okay, actually it is representing that here isotopes are present in this case, because here the same element with different atomic masses are there, and it can have the answer in points or in fractions. Okay, so now let us move on to the application of isotopes. Okay, actually isotopes have got similar chemical properties. What determines the chemical property of any element? The chemical properties are determined by the atomic number, and as the atomic number are same, for in case of isotopes, what happens? The chemical properties remain the same. Okay, so now some applications of isotope. Okay, like isotope, they are very useful in radioactivity. Actually, the radioactivity properties they are having. How come? Like isotope of uranium, you see 235. Okay, it is used in nuclear reactors. Okay, isotope of cobalt 60. Okay, it is used in the treatment of cancer. Isotope of iodine 131. It is used in the treatment of goiter. Goiter is caused how? Due to the deficiency of with thyroxine hormone, isn't it? And that can be treated. If any person is suffering from this goiter, it can be treated with the radioactive element of iodine 131. One word I must like to say to you all, that is nucleons. Okay, what is this? It is the number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. So sum of the protons and the neutrons say about what? The nucleons. It means this only says about the nucleon, says about the mass number. Okay, so now we have studied isotope, isn't it? Having different atomic mass due to the difference in number of neutrons. Here we are studying isobars, in which we are seeing it is having what? Same mass number, different elements having same mass number, but different atomic number. So proton number is different, isn't it? Here, as the result, but what we are seeing here, the mass number is similar, though the elements are different. Here also this difference arises due to the neutrons present in the nucleus. Actually here we are seeing what? The number of neutrons increases. Okay, and as the result mass number becomes similar. So what are isobars? Isobars are atoms of different element with different atomic number but same atomic mass. Okay, so this is all in this chapter, structure of atom. Hope you might have understood it. Good day. Take care.